welcome to my channel, Fathom Life. Today, I will discuss, in my personal opinion, one of the most important concepts there is to life itself. You might agree or disagree, but nonetheless, hear me out. Sit back, relax, and open your mind. Let's analyze the importance of being guided and how that affects your life and how you can seek guidance for a better tomorrow. We have to look back and find the source to figure out where your guidance began. A quick rundown memory lane takes you back to your first memory you ever had. Most of us had our first memory with our parents, since they were the ones taking care of us in most cases. So it's apparent where your guidance first began. It began with your parents. All those conversations, arguments, and sometimes punishments, in most cases were your parents trying to guide you to what they thought was the best path possible for you. It should come as no surprise they are single-handedly the most important piece to your infinite puzzle. Unfortunately, some parents never obtained the guidance they needed to be able to guide you through all those hard times you have and will experience in your younger years into adulthood. I fall into this category myself, and the most surprising part to me was how you don't really notice that you have shortcomings until you start moving towards the end of your free education, that being school. Providing is what a lot of parents will do and think that is enough. In a way, it is enough to survive, but with no real discipline and life lessons being given as an input to you by your parents. When you were a child, you would find yourself trying to discipline yourself as an adult. And honestly, I don't know about you, but once your brain is set to bad ways from your younger years, it can be a huge pain to mold it into the machine you want yourself to be. With no real guidance from your parents, you end up taking bits and pieces of life lessons as you experience them and kind of taking the hard way to do it. While growing up, it's easy to forget that with every passing day, your independence is getting closer and closer. So if you're still in a position to ask your parents for their advice and knowledge, do it. Put a little effort into your relationship, since at the end, you are the one who will have to become independent, and their guidance can be very valuable in your journey through life. Just don't forget and take it with a grain of salt that not all guidance or not all advice they give you is going to be things you want to hear or things you should follow, but just listen to them, because a lot of times people who are older than us have a lot more knowledge if they've gone through the same things we've gone. So it's not a bad idea to listen, shut up, be quiet, listen, and that comes and it's an advice for anybody that you meet. Not everybody you meet is going to give you good advice, but listen to it. If you think it's good advice, then you take it. If not, just let them talk, then forget about it. After your parents comes your friends and family. Some you might see every day, others not too much, but this does not mean they don't have an influence on you, and you obviously know that. It's easy to rely on other parts of your family or friends when you don't get much guidance at home. A lot of us actually discover a lot of ourselves being out with friends or family. It is very hard to be guided by friends, since some of them actually aren't being guided correctly themselves, which could get you into some bad habits, and you know what I mean by that. This is not to say you shouldn't be guided by friends. A lot of your friends probably are getting the help they need at home to prepare them for their long trip of life. So if you can get guidance from them or their parents, you are one step closer to possibly struggling less when you become independent. Because trust me, independence is coming. If you're still young, then you know it's getting there. And if you're older, then you know that once you get there, it can be hard. Guidance is all about making your struggle a little less of a struggle, if that makes any sense. It comes without saying that life won't give you much, and it will actually take a lot. Most of us will have to worry about a lot of things out of our control. It's very hard to become financially independent. If you did not receive the guidance needed when you were younger, that just makes your life that much harder to navigate. Most of us are faced with a couple of choices. The choices are given to us by our free education. School, when you're in high school, you get some choices before you graduate, and it's usually the common route. When you graduate, you will either work, go to college or university, or enlist in the military. You will do what's necessary to survive and provide yourself with the bare necessities. Most people will choose according to what they were guided to believe was the best path for their life. No matter if you believe you were guided right or not, there's enough advice that should give you an idea of what you want to do and where you want to be later in life. Whether that is your friends, family, watching TV, or reading books, you are guided by something, and that is why you think and behave a certain way. If you believe you are not in the correct path in your life, seek the guidance you need. Please do something. Don't stay and do the same exact thing every day, because that's exactly where you're going to stay the rest of your life if you don't take initiative. Whether that is reading more, finding a mentor, volunteering, watching documentaries, or simply picking people's minds for their life experiences to try to see what is your best option or your best path. You should not blame yourself for the way you spent time in your younger years. There will be regrets and beautiful memories. At the end, most important thing to remember is to analyze your current situation and work towards a better tomorrow. Remember that our struggles is what makes us grow into wiser beings. It sucks to struggle, but at the end of the day, you do realize that that's how you learn. Forget who failed you and guide yourself into the right direction and take action. If you think you're not being guided the right way, if you think you haven't sought the right guidance, then it's time to think and analyze your life and figure out how you can guide yourself to a better path and actually get to a place where you actually want to be in life. Whether that is financial freedom, which is the top priority for most people, or providing for your family. And providing for your family is something important, but you also got to remember that if you seek financial independence, you can have more time with your family and not be stuck at work every single day. It is not to say that we don't need people to work in certain places, but you should not hate your job, You should love your job a little bit, and you should have enough freedom to be able to do the things you like to do. Alright guys, and with that concludes this video. I hope you guys found some of this information useful, and if you didn't, well, thanks for sticking through to the end. I believe this is good information, at least I think so. Of course, I wrote this, I said it. But anyway, thank you for listening. If you liked it, please give it a like, and if you would like to hear more, I will make more videos, not about guidance, but of different things, different life topics. Go ahead and click the subscribe button, and anything that you have to say, just leave it in the comments. I accept constructive criticism. I know that in the beginning, I'm not gonna say everything right, and I'm not gonna say the words 100% like I wanted to say them. But anyway, if you enjoyed it, leave a like, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day.